2023 was a record-setting year for immigration. Federal data shows more than 800,000 non-permanent residents came to Canada. That's nearly the population of Winnipeg. It's an historic surge driven by international students and temporary workers.
The challenge with the non-permanent resident targets is there are none. We have to take a look at that and rein it in many areas.
Canada's immigration minister says the massive influx has stretched an already strained housing market. New limits on foreign students are coming in the first half of the year, he says.
It isn't immigrants that raised interest rates, but volume is volume, and it's something that we need to look at.
According to documents obtained by the Canadian press, bureaucrats warned the government 2 years ago a spike in migration would drive up home prices. The Liberal government pushed ahead with its ambitious plan.
Obviously, you need to build homes if you're going to bring in people.
The Conservative leader is suggesting a government led by him will take in fewer people.
We need to make a link between the number of homes built and the number of people we invite as new Canadians.
All the campus is completely full.
This international student says the total lack of homes at the University of Moncton is a major issue, but she's concerned about the stigma on students like her.
It is pretty unfair to use them as scapegoat to explain the wrong decisions that our political actors took in the past.
We're exceptional in the world in being pro-immigration.
This expert warns without some sort of limit, popular support for immigration could collapse, arguing with housing and healthcare at a crisis point, adding nearly 1 million people a year doesn't help.
Ignoring those trade-offs, I think, risks undermining that long-standing consensus that we've had in Canada.
So, JP, this is a complex issue. What does the government have to weigh here?
Ian, the government faces a tough balancing act. Appeal to voters who want to see the number of newcomers curbed amid a housing affordability crisis, while keeping levels relatively high to prop up an economy that depends on immigration. Some economists warn slamming the door shut could throw Canada into a recession. The immigration minister also says the provinces should crack down on some questionable schools that accept huge numbers of foreign students. Miller warned that if they don't act, the federal government is prepared to go it alone. Ian?
JP Tasker reporting from Ottawa.